Hi, welcome to my channel, Lexita O. Thank you for joining me this afternoon, and today I wanted to talk to you about what I think about Bon Parfumeur's Iris Cartagena 502. You may have noticed that there are two different Iris Cartagenas, and you might wonder what the difference is. I know I certainly did. The first one I'm going to talk about comes in this dark box, and it is the Iris Cartagena Extract. And here is the bottle. Let me tell you the top notes. It's rum and West African cocoa, as well as petitgrain and mandarin. The middle notes are iris from Morocco and Indian sandalwood and vanilla and cedar that is sourced in the U.S. The base notes include sugarcane and Indian papyrus, Indonesian vetiver, coffee from Ethiopia's Ivory Coast. I guess that just tells us how far they go in sourcing these materials and providing high quality ingredients for their fragrances. Now I will say these fragrances are very well blended, and this one I feel like is perfect for fall and winter. Bon Parfumeur's bottles are very sleek and minimalistic, and I think it kind of looks a little masculine when you have the darker color. This is a dry feeling, gourmand, unique type of fragrance. The first sniff proved to be interesting and addictive to me. My first thought was, I didn't know if I would love this scent. It was an immediate like for me. Very unusual. I placed it in my queue through Scentbird, and when it arrived, I did try it and really liked it, but thought it was very different. The next day, I found that when I sprayed it, it became very addictive, as I kept going back to sniff my wrist throughout the day. I asked my husband to spray it on and give me his opinion, and he sprayed it on 4 times, had a puzzled look on his face, and then his face mimicked my opinion. He is not one to have an immediate declaration of like or dislike for a fragrance, but it only took about 10 minutes for him to say he loved it and felt it was different from anything that I already had in my collection, and I feel the exact same way. Each time I went back to it, all the notes would come through at some level on my skin. The vanilla is very present and not overly sweet, which probably created a very nice unisex feeling to the fragrance. I could not have picked out sugarcane, I'm not sure what that would smell like, papyrus, and I certainly couldn't tell if the cedar was sourced from the United States, but I could definitely pick out the cedarwood when it appeared, and I love cedarwood. I also think the papyrus is what aids in lending the dry quality to the fragrance. The cocoa is very present, and if you are familiar with Atelier Materi's Cocoa Porcelana, then let me say that's the same type of cocoa note that you will get in this fragrance as is in Atelier Materi's Cocoa Porcelana. I will also say these are very long lasting, and they're very nice for projecting as well. The next version of this fragrance that they have is still Iris Cartagena number 502, same as the Extrait version, but this one appears in a very pretty bottle, orange, kind of an ambery color bottle. This is a limited edition. Clemente Marx is the perfumer who wanted to take the extract version to the lighter, fresher version. He wanted to inject a breath of fresh air according to the perfumer. Top notes in this one are rum extract, cocoa infusion, mandarin essence, petitgrain essence as well. In the middle notes we have iris butter, Indian sandalwood essence, vanilla, eucalyptus essence, and certainly when he used the eucalyptus essence, it is mentioned that he wanted to give the entire composition in this version a very fresh, aromatic breath to the fragrance. And this is a beautiful fragrance. The base notes in here also have Indian papyrus, Java vetiver essence, and coffee absolute. The notes mentioned an upcycled cocoa butter. I have no idea what an upcycled cocoa butter would smell like, but I just know I love the creation. The blend is a fresh take to my nose, but I honestly love both versions and very happy to have both in my collection. The blend is available online, and I will link their website below. It's also available from their stores if you have one close to you. I do not, so I had to order it. This is like the spring-summer version for Iris Cartagena 502, where I think this is more of the fall-winter version. The iridescent type of orange bottle is very vivid in color, and they say that they planned it to look like the setting sun over the Caribbean Sea. Both fragrances are listed as intense. The second fragrance that I have here in the orange bottle is intense but listed as being a limited edition. If I had to choose masculine or feminine and assign it to a scent, while I think both are unisex, I would probably say the Extrait leans a little masculine and the second one probably leans a little feminine, but honestly they are both down the middle unisex. 3 words that would fit both fragrances would be intense, delicious, and unique. Those are my thoughts on these 2 beautiful creations from Bon Parfumeur. And if these 2 are indications of what Bon Parfumeur will be bringing us, then we need to definitely budget our coins and get ready to be impressed. And you may want to go ahead and go online to Scentbird and start a subscription so you'll get a chance to see and sample some of the latest creations. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will look forward to seeing you in my fragrance videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Interact in the comments below, and I would love to hear your opinions. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Keep smelling divine.